Alright, so we're going to learn some Morgan Wallen thought you should know. So here's the basic chords here. And that's the basic intro there. You repeat that over one more time, and then you're going to jump into a something like that. I'll play it right here in just a second. Let's go ahead and learn the intro. So start off with the G chord. This is going to be pinky on the second fret, ring finger on the second fret of the, third fret of the high E and B string, index finger on the second fret of the A string, and the third finger, the middle finger on the third fret of the G string, E string, sorry, that's a G note. Of course, this is tuned half a step down, so in order to play this song with the studio version that you hear, you have to have your guitar tuned half a step down. My guitar is tuned half a step down. Of course, you don't have to tune it half a step down as long as you get the rhythm. You can play it on your own, and then if you want to get serious, then you can learn how to tune half a step down. And so the picking pattern is real simple. It's over here. So it's a and let's do that slow. So it's going to be the E string, D string, G string, D string, B string, D string, G string, and that pattern repeats again for the D chord here that we're going to play. The D chord is going to be middle finger on the second fret of the high E, ring finger on the third fret of the B string, index finger on the second fret of the G string, and then our thumb is going to wrap around so it gets the second fret of the low E string. Okay, and the picking pattern stays the same. Again, E string, D, G, D, B, D. Okay, and that's your picking pattern for that right there. So let's run through those picking patterns before you proceed to the next one, because this changes up. These two stay the same. So we're going to play in that same picking pattern here. And you sustain the root note for hair, so it's a okay. And let's do that slow. Then you switch to the next chord. Okay, and that's it. So now you repeat those again. Start off with the G chord and then the D chord. Asus chord, which index finger goes on the first fret of the B string, and the middle finger goes on the second fret of the D string, and you're going to play this one. The root note here is A, the one I'm shaking, and it's going to be the pattern for this one is going to be the root note A, and then you're going to hit the B string here. Let's do it together over here. So it's E, the A string, the D string, and it's that same pattern. The root note sustains for a little bit longer, and then it goes into this. So that's that whole set together. So let's do that again with more understanding what's going on here. So it's A string, D string, and then it's these two open, which is going to be the G and the B open, but when you're going to hammer on to this first fret here. So it's these two, the G and the B string, and you're going to hammer on here. And then you're going to play it open, and you're going to hammer on again. And you're going to quickly hit the A right after. So it's the A string, D string, but the D string has the second fret of the D string here. So it's and again, let's do that slower. And let's repeat that again because this is a little bit complicated. Of course, it's the Asus chord here. So your only notes you're hitting is this one and the index finger. And then you go here. A by itself. A by itself. And then it's going to be these two. You're going to hammer on. Time instead of hammering on after you have to hit it the same time that you press it. So this one, the first time you do it, you hammer on as quickly as you can, but you make that little sound, and then you open, and then you hammer, and then you quickly hit the A right after that. So it's just like that. It's hard to do it, I'm trying to teach it. Just like that. Do it slow. Okay. And now, you do it again here. So now the next part is this. Now you're gonna hit the D string, second fret, and then you're gonna hit the G string, nothing there, and then you're gonna hit the D string, nothing there, and then you're gonna hammer on, and then you're gonna open the G string here. And then the D string. And we do it slow. So the picking here is going to be. Oh, sorry. Again is you have the second fret on here of the D string, then you lift and then you hit the D string and the D string by itself, and then you're going to hammer on with the middle finger on the second fret of the D string, and then you're going to play G string and then come back to the D string open, and then you're going to come back right into the beginning. So let's get all that together. Okay, Next part is a little bit tricky. It comes into now the picking is same chords. We're not changing any chords. We're repeating back to the G, the D chord, and the Asus chord. So it's so now we're gonna hit the G chord, the E string. Let's see if I can get this right here. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, so here, you see where my hand is. So this is a picking pattern here. Then you switch to the next chord. Okay, so let's run through those again. This is the G and the D chord together. It's going to be the low E string, which has the 3rd fret pressed. And you're playing the G chord full. Playing the full G chord here. Okay, so it's going to be some guitar here. This one. This one. G, D, string, so I'm calling the strings, and then you're going to switch to the D chord and play the low E, D again, D again, and then B string again, and then you're going to play G, slow is watch this left hand over here, and you're running through the G chord, so G, D, let's run that slow again, G chord, D chord, then back to the Asus. That's the 2 parts there, and you repeat that whole section here. That you play that twice, that whole section twice. So and so that changes up when you get to the F. So at the very end, it changes up to the A sus here. So you play the A, hammer on. Oops, can't see that. And then you're gonna play this here. So it's gonna be the D string here, 2nd fret. And then it's going to be the, so open, 2nd fret of the D string, and then that little hammer on that we did in the first part. Except that's where we stop right there. We don't do any further. And then we play the 2nd fret of the D string, and then open. And then the last part repeats again. This time it's a little different, so it's 2nd fret of the D string, G string, open, hammer on the D string, 2nd fret, and then we're going to end off with this G note right here. So it's slowly is faster. Alright, and then we repeat the whole thing again. Twice, right there. So that's the whole thing that we repeat twice. You notice the differences. So we have the G chord and the G chord, G chord and the D chord, and then the A sus. It plays different the first time. Second time it plays different. It plays the higher notes, G chord, D chord, and then this one plays a little bit more, cuts off a little bit more beats. But it's the same thing. It's just different patterns with the left hand. Different patterns with the left hand here. So let's repeat that again, starting from the beginning. Oops, see, and I mess up too sometimes, so and it gets a little tricky, but I'm over here trying to pay attention and play at the same time, so it gets a little messy. But those are the two parts. They're different. You can tell that when you hit the G now, you're playing the higher notes instead. Just follow through the beginning of the videos, and you'll get the pattern down. I think I've explained it pretty good, so hopefully you should be able to get it. And then we replay it one more time here, and then we can get to the last part before I think either he starts singing or doing something, but he repeats the same chords after that. Oops, I'm messing up. Okay, let me just focus. Let me focus so I don't mess up. So now we're going into the next part. So it's we're going to play this C chord, which is the same thing like playing the G, except now we're going to play the index finger goes on the D string, the 2nd fret, and the middle finger goes on the 3rd fret of the A string. And that's a C chord. And so we're going to play the A string, G string, and then high E string. You can see that. Right there. So slowly, the pattern is. So it's quick sustain. Finger on the 2nd fret. Usually this is the E minor with this added, but we're just going to put the index finger for now. So index finger, 2nd fret of the A string. And then these stay the same. They don't move at all. So. And then now back to the end off on the A sus. So. And I'll play it slower after a while. I'll play it slower. C chord. Switch over to that E minor chord with the three, these three here. And then now we'll go to the Asus. And just like that. So we'll play it all together now. And there you go. That's the whole intro to this song from Wallen. Thought you should know. I think it repeats the chords. So remember, you're in half a step down. All you're playing in these are the G chord, the D chord, A sus chord. Then you're gonna play this weird C chord, which is like the G, except you just move these down one. And then you play this index finger here, and you're still playing these three down here. It's usually an E minor. It's the way I play it when I play these country songs. But we're only going to use this index finger for now. It makes the songs a little bit easier to transition between everything. And then you end off on A sus. Let me know, comments, description below what you need help on, what you want to know, and we'll get you going. Thanks for watching. Woo!